So this would be one of the most random videos that I would be making, but this would help you to understand and to get a gist of what we would like to do if you do not have sufficient events on your application. Think of that you have a B2C app, and due to some reasons you are not able to track your users, but you have only few events, and how to think about that, and with respect to those events that has been on the platform, how to trigger campaigns based on that. I know this is a bit technical, but a lot of time when your team is basically going from 0 to 1 journey, you have to do with this because you do not have much resources with respect to tech bandwidth or more, but you have to think of that. So let's have a scenario out here that you are a product manager and you're trying to build a food delivery platform like GrabOn, uh, Swiggy, Zomato, Instamart, any other players out there, but no one knows who you are. You are a company ABC, and users are basically using your application at a good scale, but you aren't able to track everything because you do not have sufficient tech team because your team is slow, the team is small, and you are just getting started. Your company is brand new. But what you do have is events that the tech team passed to your platform. And the few events that the tech team passed for you is add to cart, order delivered, order cancelled, and subscription purchased. The idea of this video is not to tell you what you can do, but the idea is to tell you the ways to think of different directions you can go so that you can have a good marketing plan for your users, and they can have the better experience onto their application. For example, let's straight get into this. If your tech team has only passed this event, which is add to cart, what are the different scenarios you think you would be able to do with this? There are n number of scenarios that you would be able to do with this. If first you need to understand the user journey. Understanding the user journey will let you know different intent of what the user tends to do on your platform once they are on your platform. So let's understand a journey. If I made one, I think I made somewhere uh, here. Huh. So if irrespective of any B2C app, if what the user does is basically open the app, search for a product, views the product, add the product into the cart is one of the critical things that we are doing this. Go to the checkout, complete the payment, wait for the delivery, and receive the order. This is exactly what they do. But but we only have this event that has been triggered by the tech team. When we do not have any event that is triggered out there, so we won't be able to push any different campaigns to the users. Like if someone views a product but does not do the add to cart, we do not know. We do not know that someone viewed the product. So what can you do out here? So think of this like this: that if someone does the event, or if an event like add to cart is triggered for someone. So we were in the add to cart part. So if event is triggered by the backend with add to cart, and believe me, there won't be any sub events. So you are just seeing add to cart by every user, but you won't be able to see what they added into their cart. So let's move forward. This is the perfect trigger, not as perfect, but this is one that would do your work. It simply means that someone has shown an interest on the product. It may be anything. It may be food, it may be clothes, mobile phones. Should we immediately send them a reminder? Probably not. And yes, and yes, uh, there might be a possibility that the user might be browsing other products or comparing prices. So, if I say that, should we be sending them instantly at this soon as they add to their cart? Now, we should wait for some time. Instead of asking them what campaign to send, it means if someone added to cart, you would think that okay, just send him a notification that you added something in your cart, which we would probably do in this part. But doing that is not correct. This single question has much more layers in this, so you need to understand what layers in this here. So you need to understand from user perspective. When he opens up his application, he adds something in his cart, but he is for few minutes. There might be possibility that he might be only comparing the prices between this and that. He might be waiting to buy it later, or he might be just reading the reviews of the cart, or he might be just checking the delivery charges because we have so much random delivery charges by different players. Rain charge, rain fee, this fee, that fee, low cart fee, blah blah fee, and he just simply got distracted and has added something in the cart. So you have these reasons why he might have added something to his cart. But the user intention is completely different in this. So this is why a good team understands the user intent first, and based on that, you basically react on what the user did. If it's a food delivery application, you should ask the question, because in this domain of food tech, they would be instantly ordering something. If they're not like your application, they would be going to a different application. Swiggy, so Zomato, so Quick, so different platform. We need to ask them how many active hours they have been inactive since they adding something to the cart. But since this is a food tech product, you would must be thinking in the time frame of minutes. Uh, you should also think of, is there something in the cart still, because since add to cart event is triggered, but we do not have any event of uh, what was that, because we don't have sub property. The only thing that we have out here is this, and the next thing that we also have is this: have they already completed the purchase or not? Purchase or not, because we only had four events like the rule said. We had add to cart, order deliver, subscription purchase, or uh, order cancel, the order delivered. Then also one more event we had, order delivered or order, because these two events are simultaneous. So if you understand that these two events are there, one thing that you can do with these users is that you can send him a campaign. This campaign is simple campaign. You don't want to get into some pop-up or yeah. So based on what I understand is that you would be only sending them a push notif, because this is one of the fastest way to for you to reach out to them. So you just go to push notif, you go to push notification, you go uh, added to cart, not ordered. Then you will go with live behavior, like we talked that we want to send the instant at the we want to send this push notif at the instant the user qualifies. So as soon as user does not order, he is qualified. So uh, conversion tracking we will do that. These people did the event of charge, means basically they paid, and who are the users? We would be triggering that. These are the users who added to the cart. Uh, we will also add an event in this. We will also add an event in it, but this order have not done charged. There should be a timeline in this, so that we are able to think of which campaign is it. But I do think that sometimes campaign does not give you the ability of having these kinds of this. So what instead of this we should go for journey. Pardon out here, but because I want a time delay between added to cart and they did not do this, so we do not have any option of time delay out here. So journey would be the best option to go and have this campaign. So I would set up the again added to cart. I would make the campaign again. That's add to cart, payment not done. Yeah, this is also a live behavior. This is everything continue, no control group in this, because this is business. We go and do an inaction from the user. I will tell you, हम काम कर रहे हैं भाई. Inaction out here means the user added something to his cart but does not do charged within the first 5 minutes, because it's a 5 minute. And since we get the context of this is not the user haven't converted, we would be sending him a push notif at the same time. So here is it. So what we do is that the user added something to his cart, but he didn't do the payment in the first 5 minutes. So this is how it works. And you send a push notif. In the push notif, you would be having a simpler message by saying cart, your item is pending. complete the. Okay. So this is one of the ways through which you basically send these users the campaign and you keep the track. So once you publish this campaign is basically published ASAP. ASAP in a sense means every time some user a month from now adds something to his cart but does not do this activity, he would be sent with a notification of that. Please do that activity which you do. Similar to this trend, we have different campaigns out here like subscription purchase, order cancelled. But I do believe that there's one over the campaign which is pretty much also linked to the business because these campaigns have the ability to generate revenue for you because once the user adds something to his cart, he does not order, might be possible that he won't be ordering. But if you send him a nudge, that would be a pretty solid start for you. Even if you talk about nudge, the different kind of nudge that you could be able to then send these users is you can send them a discount coupon if your tech has an feature of this. So discounting means use this coupon code, get this much discount, and yeah, this is exactly it. So here's something that we also wrote something in the similar trend. That someone added to his cart, but he did not do something, and we sent them uh, the campaign. So there are a lot of events that you can do that. If someone ordered the food on a platform, you can send him, and the order is delivered. You can send him that you received an order, confirm, not confirm, similar to that. And subscription purchase event is also there. Then when someone purchases a subscription for a platform for a month or two, you can send them basically these parts out here. Then we have also events like payment field, but this wasn't the part of this campaign. So yeah, this is how it works. So uh, with events, the point I'm trying to make is that with events, you have the ability to trigger the business of your company. As simple as that. Uh, yeah, that's it. So cool. Do let me know if you have any more queries in this.